Hey Scentsy fans, it's Sarah from Scentsy, Sarah Lynn. I am bringing you November's empties. Look at the size of this basket. It's overflowing and things keep dumping out of it. It's only the 27th, but I'm done with this. It needs to be emptied, and whatever else I happen to empty in the next couple days can go into December's empty basket because this is a nutty amount of wax I've been through. This has taken me a couple takes. Children are sleeping. Usually they are the ones that interrupt my videos. Unfortunately tonight I had a bit of an accident and have cut up my hand pretty good. So I'm going to be doing this one-handed this evening. So don't mind me. I might drop these all on the floor. In case you're wondering what happened, came home after an open house. So I don't leave my warmers on when I leave the house. Absolutely make sure that I always turn off my Glade and my mainstays, like my cheapies, if I'm not paying attention to them. I've been known to leave Scentsy warmers on 24 hours a day as long as I'm home, but typically speaking, everything goes off. So when I came home from my open house tonight, I just wanted to turn on my warmers, kick back, relax, get ready to film this video. So my warmers were cold, the dishes were cold, I hadn't been home in hours. I went to remove Scentsy wax from a Scentsy warmer using a Scentsy spatula, and I held the dish in this hand and put the spatula in with one hand and went to scrape around the sides, and when I did that, the glass shattered into 5,000 pieces in my hands. So I've cut up this pinky quite well, but this one is cut up like a Christmas ham. So I don't know what to say about that. I have never in my life had any type of warmer dish shatter in my hands like that. And again, it was a Scentsy warmer, Scentsy dish, Scentsy spatula, Scentsy bar. So I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. And some of our dishes are different. Like some are flimsy glass, some are, this was a really thick glass. If you're familiar with the dish on the Make a Scene warmer. So yeah, it's pretty bad. If the bleeding doesn't knock it off shortly, I might have to go get some stitches. So that's fun. Anyhow, let's get into this. So I know I've discussed it on my channel before, but I love Scentsy's Counter Clean in the fragrance Honeymoon Hideaway. It is a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. I think it's like $35 or $40 Canadian for a 3-pack of these. It's a little expensive, but I do love it, and I usually cash out my half price or free product credits to purchase this. I don't know that I would pay full price to have it, but it's definitely really nice. It is really nice. And I have to place another order because I'm on my last bottle again, so that's a bummer. The next thing that I finished was Scentsy's White Tea and Cactus washer whips. I believe I received these in my enrollment kit. Originally what I had started to do was sample them out. Oh, there's no way I can open this. Oh yes. So I sampled this out to my customers because I was like, oh, I'm not really a fan of that. However, if you watch part 1 of my Laundry Love bundle review, I stopped sampling anything to do with Scentsy's laundry. So I was about halfway through and I thought, well, why not give it a try? So it didn't make my clothes smell like Scentsy's White Tea and Cactus, but let me tell you, my laundry room smelled phenomenal. And not just while the laundry was washing, it was probably for about 3 or 4 hours afterwards. It is such a great fragrance, and I've never warmed this bar before, so I was so excited about the scent that I had placed an order for 3 white tea and cactus bars, because I'm like, I'm gonna melt that. That smells phenomenal. And if the bar is anything like the washer whiffs, I think it will be a top performer. I finished my very last Honeymoon Hideaway bar. This won't be a repurchase for me. I know tons of people love this. I have customers who order this all the time. But between this and Jet Set Go, for whatever reason, I cannot get this to throw to save my life. And I've tried every different warmer in every different room, in every different condition, like 1 cube, 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4. Like, it doesn't matter. No matter what I do, this doesn't work for me. But I love the fragrance. The scent notes is Dew Kiss Lily, Tart Sweet Kiwi, and Lush Coconut Palm. Like, it's to die for. Love this fragrance, but the bar doesn't work for me. So the counter clean will be a repurchase. The bar, not at all. Oh, and if you're wondering what white tea and cactus smells like, it is just hang on, I'm gonna look at the scent notes here. Clean, crisp, and refreshing floral mixed with green notes. It's gorgeous. Love, love, love this scent. Will not repurchase washer whiffs, but definitely I have since repurchased the bar. The next one that I finished was Scentsy's My Wish. Oh, I love this. I received this in a random act of kindness from my friends Cindy and Marissa in Regina, Saskatchewan. This is beautiful. They know how much I love this fragrance. They sent me 2 bars. It was so generous. And I have been melting like a greedy kid at Christmas. So I don't find that this works in my large open concept spaces very well, but in smaller rooms like the kids' bedrooms as well as my bathroom, this is beautiful. It's just fig, violet, and toasted marshmallow. Some people are like, I don't know about that, but trust me, if you ever have a chance to purchase My Wish, get a hold of it. It's such a unique scent. So it is retired currently. If they ever brought it back, I would absolutely repurchase that. The next one that I warmed was Scentsy's By the Sea. I was doing an episode of Scent Scores and I had no By the Sea bars on me, so I just emptied out 3 of these little mini testers. I think 3 of them approximately make the size of 1 regular cube. Maybe 3 was a bit generous, but either way, the scent notes for By the Sea is just the scent of the air, scent of ocean air and seaside grass. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's a top performer. My bars have since arrived, and I will definitely be alternating this in my laundry room from now on because we keep our kitty litter box in the laundry room. We obviously clean it quite frequently, but I despise the smell of pet odors. And Scentsy's By the Sea, Clothesline, and Apples and Cinnamon Sticks are the 3 best performing bars I've found so far, and I haven't been through all of them, but all 3 of them are phenomenal. They'll last for days and days and days, and I mean, those warmers are on 24 hours a day. And they don't clash with the pet odor, they eliminate it. It's phenomenal. What else? Got through another pumpkin roll. This is just creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded with yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. This is phenomenal. I love this. I think 2 bars left, and then a boatload of Scentsy pods because I like this in the bar. I love it in my Scentsy Go. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing the pumpkin roll bars again this season because I have so many pods, and yeah, but it will be back next year. This is one of Scentsy's best sellers. So it would definitely be a repurchase again for me, just not this year because I have enough. Next one, I went through another banana nut bread. This one is just ripe bananas, nuts and spices. I love this. I love this any time of year, but I am a bit of a seasonal melter, so I melt a heck of a lot more bakery in the fall and winter. It's funny because anyone who walks in while this is warming automatically thinks that I'm baking, and then the second thing, when I tell them that it's Scentsy, they're like getting out their wallet wanting to buy this. Banana nut bread is no longer for sale. It's retired. It was available in the summer for Bring Back My Bar, so your local consultant might have some kicking around, or if you're at a Christmas vendor event, check the tables for this. It's delicious, but mine aren't for sale. Anytime somebody comes in and asks, they get out their wallet. I'm like, psh, I don't have any for sale. Like, I know you have some hidden here. I do, but it's not for sale. Love that. If it ever came back again, it would definitely be a repurchase. We finished another Scentsy's Just Breathe. My oldest daughter Tatum likes to alternate this one, like she's either bakery or she's like these really crisp, refreshing, clean, earthy scents. So Just Breathe is eucalyptus, lemon, and mint. It is beautiful. Some people are like, it's Scentsy's version of Vicks. Yes and no. Like, it definitely clears out your sinuses, but this smells so much nicer than Vicks. I would rather be warming this when company comes over than that chemical smell of the liquid Vicks in a dehumidifier. I mean, I know when your kids are snuffy, you're going to use whatever it takes to clear them out, but this is gorgeous, and I have warmed this when the kids are congested, and it works. It's really nice. So you might want to pick up a 6-pack for the cold and flu season because it's beautiful. And even after the cold and flu season, this is just really nice to warm all on its own, just for the sake of warming it. The next one I got through was another Toffee Butter Crunch. I love this. This is salted caramel, walnuts, toffee, and vanilla bean. If you are a bakery fan, this should be a staple in your collection. It is to die for on its own and makes a tremendous, rich, like nutty scent for blending. Oh, it's deadly. Actually, come to think of it, I think I only have 1 or 2 of these left. Clearly not enough because I go through like 2 of these a month right now. What else? Oh, I warmed another Southern Evening. This was in Scentsy's Spring and Summer catalog, but to me, this could be an any season scent. The scent notes are French lavender, geranium, fruits, and white musk. And maybe that sounds, because it's floral and fruity, that it would be just strictly spring and summer, but I love this. I don't know, like I can't identify French lavender, geranium, fruit, or musk in this. Maybe the musk. But if that's what a combination of all those fragrances smell like, oh, I'm not complaining, and I would melt this 24/7 year round. It is beautiful. It was one of my best sellers this summer. All my customers love this, so I'll be really disappointed if Scentsy doesn't bring it back. Gracie finished another one of these Dazzling Pomegranate. This is just pomegranate, orange, and mimosa. I really like this. This is like the very first effervescent, like fizzy Scentsy scent that I've ever smelled, and I haven't been a consultant for very long, so maybe Scentsy has done fizzy before, but this is really nice. It's a bit too sweet for me this time of year. Maybe like the fizzy mimosa definitely kind of cuts the sweet down. Oh, it's really nice. I've definitely got a couple bars of this left, and I'm going to save them for the spring and summer because that's amazing. And the pomegranate in it, as well as the orange, but mostly the pomegranate, it's just so typical Scentsy fruit, authentic, juicy, to die for. So good. The next one is Central Park Pralines. Tatum's a huge fan of this scent. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think Scentsy said when they released the scents of this season that if you like Central Park Pralines, you will like the limited edition release Sugar Bells. I don't have the scent notes for that. But Central Park Pralines is like pecan, butter, caramel, and cinnamon sugar. It's deadly. So good. It's really, really, really rich, like, but not sweet to the point it like is nauseating, if that makes sense. It's rich, but just the perfect yummy blend for sure. Ooh, Mandarin Toffee Treat. This is another one that Miss Gracie finished off. I warmed this and loved this at Halloween, but if you're familiar with the Mandarin in Mandarin Moon, that's what it reminds me of. It's like Mandarin Moon and Toffee Butter Crunch had a baby. Sounds strange, but trust me, it's delicious. For me, it's a little too sweet to warm just whenever, but I definitely enjoyed this at Halloween, and Gracie loves the sweet candied scent, so this is the perfect bar for her. We do have one kicking around, but I think I'm going to save it for next Halloween for sure, just in case Scentsy doesn't bring that one back, because there's no guarantees, especially with the scent of the month. They're around for 6 months, but there's no guarantee it might be gone after that. Oh, I don't have the scent notes for either one of these, but I finished another Luxe Vanilla. This one is so good. Oh, to be perfectly honest, Luxe Vanilla and Cashmere, I wasn't a fan of either one of them on cold, but I think I picked these up at either October 1st when they updated the clearance section of our website, or during the October flash sale. I can't remember which one, but by the scent notes I was like, yeah, well, I don't know, for $5 I'll give them a try because they were on sale, and I'm so happy I did. Even when they came here, I was kind of like, not a huge fan of the fragrances. Kind of reminded me of like shampoo. But after warming them, they're both top performers. They make phenomenal bed and bathroom bars, and especially with the warmer in the bathroom, that thing is on 24 hours a day. It's our night light, it's our home fragrance, it's our don't trip and kill yourself, break your neck light. I love it, and I'll put 1 cube in a 15-watt warmer, and it'll last for like 4 or 5 days. So I definitely got my money's worth with those bars and have several backups. Ooh. So I've warmed another 2 of my pumpkin cinnamon swirl stash. This was Scentsy's October scent of the month for my birthday. Super exciting. I am head over heels for this. With all of my Christmas events, my open houses, Usually I try and alternate and warm a little bit of something different, but this has been a crowd pleaser all season so far. It's no longer 10% off, but I cannot tell you how much I adore that. And I think it's I know it's definitely my favorite scent of the month so far since I've been a consultant. And everything that has come out after that, I mean, Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl is a hard act to follow. That's amazing. And I really hope that Scentsy makes it a permanent fixture in the 2018 Fall and Winter catalog, because that's deadly. I think we should have that around like permanently. Ooh, speaking of Miss Greedy Melts, I finished 2 of my apple s'mores bars. I love this scent. I picked up a bunch during the flash sale. See, I can't open it and smell it because now I just want to go change out all my warmers and put on apple s'mores again. This is such a unique scent. I think it's candied apples, warm cedarwood, coconut milk, and marshmallow. Oh, it's to die for. I will cry if Scentsy doesn't bring it back in the 2018 spring and summer catalog. Ooh, this is another one. Blueberry Rush. I received this one as well in my random act of kindness, and I formed a whole bar. This is one bar that I did not order in the spring and summer catalog. It's one of those things that I'm like, yeah, I'll put that on my next order. Yeah, I'll try that next month. And I just never got around to it. So I believe I was discussing this with my friend Cindy in, I don't know, like early September. And I was complaining that I had missed out. I should have ordered it, should have tried it. So of course, they are absolute dolls. They sent me 2 of these bars. And at first, like, my first instinct is to hang on to them and hoard them. But I'm like, well, what good is that? Like, I'm pretty sure Cindy and Marissa sent them to me so I could melt them and enjoy them. So I've definitely been enjoying Blueberry Rush. Might hoard the second bar though. At least until March or February when we find out whether or not Blueberry Rush is coming back for the spring and summer catalog. They'd be crazy not to. It also makes a great blending bar. I've been mixing that with Toffee Butter Crunch, which smells identical to blueberry waffles. And then John Sparks' channel recommended mixing it with Scentsy Strawberry Swirl. Oh, that one too. Amazing. Smells like Trick cereal. It's delicious. So the next one I warmed was Quiet Grove. So far, out of all of the new release 2017 fall and winter scents, oh yeah, this is my favorite. It's bergamot, jasmine, and sandalwood, I think. Like, perfect. Just absolute perfection. And again, ladies, if your hubby doesn't want you to check out your house with Scentsy warmers and fruity, girly, perfumey stuff, order Quiet Grove. This is gorgeous and very unisex. So your hubby might be able to get down with this. I'm so much Scentsy this month. Apple butter frosting. Love this bar. I just recently ordered another 6 of these because I'm not a huge fan of like the Christmas berry scents or the pine scents. Cranberry is just not my thing. I'm very particular when it comes to like the holiday fragrances. So I think apple butter frosting is a perfect bakery scent year round. Oh, but I could definitely warm this over the Christmas holidays too. It's delicious. If you haven't tried it, you must. Ooh! And last but not least, I went through another Hendrix bar. I love this. My all-time favorite Scentsy scent. nothing beats this one. Meh. This one and apple s'mores are pretty close now. Like I love, love, love these. Hendrix is retired. I have a ginormous hoard of them because they were in the clearance section. Oh, I can't get enough of this. And if Scentsy never brings this back, I will hound a vendor to make me a dupe of this because it's gorgeous. And I think everyone should try and warm this. Ouch. So that is it for my Scentsy bars. I'm going to put this on pause and come back to you with all my mainstream and indie vendors. I'll be right back. Could never tell if it's on in this light. I apologize, this light is terrible. So now I'm going to bring you all of my mainstream ones. So these are things that I've purchased from Walmart. Sensational Strawberries and Cream. I found scent notes for this. Let me find them for you. It's very inventive. Where is it? So Sensational Strawberries and Cream say, irresistible scent of strawberries and cream, sun-ripened strawberries swirled in pure whipped cream with sweet sugar crystals. I call nonsense. This to me smells so artificial and like children's cough or children's amoxicillin, like an antibiotic. Oh, it's brutal. But my kids love this. They went through a whole tart of it, or cube, whatever you call this, clam, I guess. The price point in Canada is $3.48. It definitely won't be a repurchase for me, but because both the girls loved it so much, I thought maybe I might get it, like pick it up as a stocking stuffer for them, as long as they promise not to warm it anywhere but in their own bedrooms, because I warmed this for Wax Wars and it nearly gagged me for like, I think it was like, I don't know offhand, it was more than 10 hours, but that was enough for me. I never want to smell this again. And yeah, ugh, no, not a fan. So the next one I warmed was one of the Sensational Duos called Baked with Love. It was pumpkin sugar cookie and cinnamon pumpkin. I used this for an episode of Wax Wars against Scentsy's pumpkin roll. This wasn't terrible. You know, it smells good actually. And the performance wasn't too bad either, but it's just not quite as authentic as Scentsy. So the price point is great, $3.48 Canadian, but I would rather spend my money on quality. And Scentsy's got, I think, 5 different pumpkin scents to choose from. So this likely wouldn't be a repurchase for me. The last one I warmed was my very first Sonoma melts, and I got the fragrance Merry and Bright. This one I picked up because it was in the Christmas section at Kohl's, but it's called Merry and Bright, but it's not your traditional Christmas fragrance. It says a blend of citrus, vanilla, and musk. This is gorgeous. And to get the best throw off this, you can't warm this in a Scentsy warmer. And I was surprised because it's really, really soft, almost messy wax. I don't know if my camera will pick that up. But it throws best in a Glade 13-watt warmer. And yeah, that was super surprising to me because the wax is softer than Scentsy. But this was beautiful. My parents are actually going to Michigan this weekend, and I'm going to actually, hopefully, get them to pick me up some more of Sonoma's Merry and Bright. But again, don't warm it in a Scentsy warmer because it doesn't throw worth a damn. So that was it for my like commercial wax or like mainstreams. And now look at all this vendor wax. So this was like just a one-time melt of Sassy Girl Aromas, cinnamon crunch cake, vanilla ice cream, and sugar cookies. It sounds like a whole lot of stuff in there, and I'm sure those scents are, but to me, I mostly got the vanilla. I didn't necessarily identify it as ice cream, and the cinnamon crunch cake. It was nice. Not necessarily would it be a repurchase for me. I wasn't like crazy about it. Maybe like if she had it in a souffle cup or a smaller size, but I wouldn't be getting like a huge bag of this anytime soon. The next one was L3 Waxy Wonders Tea and Cakes and Strawberries. So essentially what the tea and cake scent is orange and almond cake with black tea and then strawberry. Oh, deadly. I didn't find that, like, it smelled amazing, but it didn't last very long for me, like maybe 2 hours. So I purchased this from a D-stash. I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it had much cure time. I really have no idea to form an opinion on the performance of the L3 Waxy Wonders until I actually purchase it from them myself. But the scent was amazing. I just wish this lasted longer. The next one was my very first melt from Southbound Soap Company, which is in the lead for my favorite indie vendor so far. And I tried the scent Marshmallow Jam Cookies. Oh, it was the most beautiful hot pink macaroon. Let me tell you, it smelled to die for. I definitely am excited. Sorry, the blood is drying to the towel and it hurts. I'm definitely excited to try some more jam and bakery blends from these indie vendors, but I love Southbound Soap Companies because it's got authentic fragrance and they keep things simple. They have a wide variety of scents to choose from, but let me choose, and then if I decide to get 10 different fragrances and want to mix them and make my own crazy concoctions, great. But I think some of the indie vendors that make the crazy concoctions, it's too much sometimes way too much. So the next one that I melted was Sassy Girl Aromas Dawn of the Donuts, and I couldn't find the scent notes on this. It's no longer in her fragrance list. This one was really nice. I loved this. It was only about 2.6 ounces, which is still like a fair sized chunk. I got a lot of cinnamon from this, and like cinnamon donut, it was nice. If I ever saw this on Sassy Girl's website again, I would repurchase it. It's a really nice scent. That cat is driving me nuts. The next one I warmed was Sassy Girl Aromas Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow and Sugar Cookies. The vanilla pumpkin was very creamy. I didn't get any marshmallow really, and maybe a bit of sugar cookies. Nothing really crazy stood out to me about this one. Like it was nice, but maybe it's my bad. The D-stash that I purchased was a lot of Sassy Girl Aroma Pumpkin, and a lot of it smells very similar. So I think next time I purchase a D-stash, I would be okay with just one Sassy Girl Aromas pumpkin fragrance for like the season, because I got several and they all kind of smell not the same, but similar. I wish I had purchased an array of her scents, like a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of cookies, a little bit of clean scents, a little bit of floral, a little bit of everything to have a better idea of her wax, I guess. Here we go again. Sassy Girl Aromas Sweet Pumpkin Gingerbread Birthday. I do really like this scent. It was one that stood out from some of the vanilla pumpkin or marshmallow blends. It was nice. I actually had 3 different little bags of the same scent, so these two are the same. And this was poured in September of 2017. The 3rd bag I have left, I'm going to save it and let it cure for another month just to see if maybe like the beginning of January, to see if it throws better. Not to say that it didn't perform well, because it did, but I just want to experiment a little bit, because some of these vendors require anywhere from a month to 3 months of cure time. That one was nice. I definitely got this sweet pumpkin and a little teeny tiny bit of gingerbread. And then not really birthday. Maybe that's what made it creamy. I'm not sure. Oh, someone's awake. Oh, man. So, let's keep going. The next one that I warmed was Sassy Girl Aromas Candy Corn. This one was actually poured in September of 2016. Not sure that I was a mega fan. I don't know that it would be a repurchase all on its own again. Maybe candy corn mixed with something else. It wasn't terrible, but, or maybe I would purchase candy corn in like a chunk bag and then use it as like a blending scent maybe. I was still happy to try it. What else? So this one was Sassy Girl Aromas Sweet Pumpkin Sugar Cookies, Zucchini Bread, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This was like a fair size, I'd say over a half bag. I warmed this first because I assumed that I wouldn't like zucchini bread. Turns out I love zucchini bread in home fragrance. But the only scents I really got were the sweet pumpkin and the zucchini bread. And this is kind of, and I know some people won't like the fact that I say this, but this is what I mean when they add all of these fragrances to it. It either smells like a blob of, I don't know, or with this one, I smelt her sweet pumpkin and zucchini bread. I didn't get sugar cookies or vanilla bean Noel at all. It was still good though. I do really like that. Not sure that it would be a repurchase, but I'm excited that I did try it because I will definitely be ordering different zucchini bread blends from multiple vendors and figure out which ones are my favorite. So I definitely have no regrets on that one. I had to write some scent notes down. So the next one was, what was it? 2 twin scallops of DKNY types Be Delicious. And Be Delicious is apple and exotic flowers with sensual woods. It's beautiful. I absolutely loved this. Oh, so good. I melted this in my bathroom. Smelled phenomenal and lasted a considerable amount of time, considering it's a really light floral perfumey scent, and it's also an indie vendor, so I was a little skeptical, and I thought, maybe this is light, too light, maybe it won't last long, but it did last quite a long time. And I have a smaller mainstays warmer in there, so I had to cut the tarts in half, and even then I was like scared that they were going to overflow, because these are ginormous tarts. You get 2 twin scallops from Make Sense Candles for $2.50. It's a substantial amount of wax and a great way to just try a couple different scents out, decide whether or not you like them before you go purchasing ginormous bags of it, right? Ooh, this one was so good. So good. So my favorite US vendors so far are Southbound Soap Company and then Vintage Chic Scents. I don't know, there's just something about Kirby's blends. Like, if you lined up a bunch of Sassy Girl Aroma scents and then a bunch of Vintage Chic scents and throw in a couple other ones in there, I am not even really I am brand new to vendor wax, and I could tell you without a doubt I would be able to identify every single one of Vintage Chic scents. There is just something so unique about the fragrances that Kirby makes. Like, it's amazing. And lately, I want to melt Vintage Chic scents every night before bed. It's like my treat to myself. My VCS and my books. Oh, this is so good. So this is Sanderson Sisters. When I first received this in my very first multi-vendor D-stash, it was a really beautiful purple leaf. It was poured on, sorry, I'm trying to do the math here, July of 2017, so just this summer. I actually purchased a whole bag of Sanderson Sisters on the last restock, so I didn't feel bad just devouring this leaf. But the scent notes for Sanderson Sisters is green apple, caramel, candy corn, and marshmallow. It's to die for. And again, it's VCS's version of those things. It's totally unique. Loved it. It was a repurchase because I already have a bag of it on its way to Canada. So the next one was Sassy Girl Aromas Fantasyland. I loved this, and I wasn't really sure that I would be a big fan of the Fruit Loops fragrance, but Fantasyland is a blend of Hello Lover, Fruit Loops, Orange Sherbet, and Vanilla Bean Noel. It smells amazing. And it threw fantastic. I was warming this in like this big open concept space, and it was like wall-to-wall fragrance, which I was a little kind of concerned about. Being that I'm new to vendor wax, I was concerned that it wasn't going to be strong enough or that it wouldn't last very long. So I was so wrong on all accounts, that's for sure, especially with Fantasyland. And Grace has been warming that in her bedroom as well. So the next one is, I should say the last one. It was poured in July of this year as well, and this was Sassy Girl Aromas Funnel Cake Toasted Marshmallow. This was probably one of my favorites that I've finished from her so far. It is so good. Like, when I was warming this in my bedroom, it's just like instant case of the munchies. But at the same time, really homey. Like, made you hungry, but it was like, I don't know, the same feeling like comfort food gives people. This wax gave me that cozy, hungry feeling. So yeah, Funnel Cake Toasted Marshmallow would definitely be a repurchase, as well as Fantasyland. I want to definitely try more zucchini blends. The Be Delicious, I think I might order like a half bag of this, but it's not something that I would melt all the time because Make Sense Candle Company has so many different other fragrances that I want to try. So I think I might order a half bag, and it will definitely last me a long time because look at how many scents I melt. 20 Scentsy bars, 3 mainstays. Look at all this vendor wax. I am so happy to finally have an empty basket again. Stay tuned because I have my December melting basket coming up. Oh, it's going to be good. And there might actually have to be 2 December melting baskets because I have a ginormous shipment coming this weekend of American vendor wax, as well as some indie vendor orders that I've placed. Oh, it's a good thing I'm melting through this wax fast because I've got probably a truckload more on the way. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell above for future content notification, and I look forward to bringing you more videos daily. Bye for now.